Hey guys, I just wanted to give you a quick review on the this is the Norelco RQ12. It may be the Pro, it could be just the RQ12. And this is a Norelco's 1250X Senso 3D. When I first got the shaver, it had each one of these came open and it was much more flexible and it worked fine. So a year later, I got this replacement heads and they don't pop open and they're not as flexible, and it irritated the side of my face. It didn't like set it wasn't like burning badly, but it just irritated. I found it irritating. I think I even called Phillips about that. I said, "What are you guys doing over there?" I said, "These blades are awful. You should go back to the other design." And they said, "Well, this is the design now." And another pet peeve I have is, like back in the day, it was like maybe $35, and you just replaced the 3 cutter heads. Now you have to buy this whole thing for close to $47. So, it's time for new blades, and I simply cannot pay that much money for such an inferior cut blade. So, I picked up an ARC5. I've used Panasonics before. They work well. Both of these are rated well. This is an older model, but the newer model of this I'm sure is rated pretty well. And I've used both, but this is just it works better for me. And I mean it was on sale for $99, so I snapped it up because I knew this was going to need new blades. And like I said, I just could not bring myself to pay $47 for blades that are uncomfortable and don't shave well, and don't work well. And it takes me longer to shave. But that's my opinion. I mean, like I said, there's mixed reviews on there about these cutting blades for these Senso 3Ds or whatever. I think that's what they're called. I mean, this is just an older model. But like I said, they're all probably going to have this RQ12 Pro on there, which I do not like. So I can no longer use or recommend Norelco until they get their stuff in order and get these blades working properly. I don't even if I got a Pro, I wouldn't take the chance. So like I said, I went back to a foil shaver. Another thing is cost issues. Back in the day, you guys know you just replace each one of these three cutter heads, and that was it. And it was maybe $35. Well, now you got to buy this whole thing. You got to pay for the plastic. You got to pay for everything. Whereas before, that's not necessary. It's totally unnecessary, and I think it's just a money. Well, maybe I don't know. It's just they may be trying to simplify things, but it's making things more expensive. So, and back in the day, running the foil shaver was a little more expensive because you had to replace I would replace the foil every 2 years, a blade every year. 2 blades every year, and the foil every other year. So it was a little more costly back in the day to run these. But if this is $46 for this, then that cost of operation, it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't even factor in anymore. But anyways, thanks for checking it out. I hope this helps with your decision. I hate to knock Norelco. I've used their products for years, but for me personally, I'm not going to get another one. As I showed you, I just picked I was lucky enough to find an ARC5 on sale right here on Amazon for $99.99. But that's it. Thanks for checking it out, and I'll catch you later. Bye.